cedi anya holding the anije na dia ba oman but Fitch Solutions are projected say in dollar no be ended at 15 Ghana cedis 50 pesos to the US dollar by the ending of this year. In fact, sustainability are there. Ya di hun koma ene ya wo be 13 ni ade ye nyina ye ni ade ye hwe from say ye hwe enim senka e be kofam kakra, but the projection from Fitch Solutions ene arishima abandi man so cedi no e be kosoro kra be I mean ahode ne be kosoro kra bi aka ho no. With what Fitch Solutions is saying now no anapay ye pese ye twitwi mu enkomo kakra. Deputy Finance Minister and the watcher say we are focused on results, not slogans. Enti eno so ewa hanuma ye betwitwimu enkomo enra enkran decongestion exercise the mayor of Accra edi animu and how sustainable because anya ne edi kan ya ye hunu bibisa ewo nkran ha enie eno so edapono so wafa we de ma mention say free ho on the city na fi yiwia yenko enkomo nkaye no eso ni Ghana ni bia hwe animu se enka city na ho de na begina sa na so kra be ko bi kra aka ho. But the projections from Fitch say ebe ende afeno 15 cedis. Wafa.
You mo fa se me da se. Me chia honorable so aja. And me ba bi say do me. Di kan no. O man bia usika sem ahoden be kosora. Ejina omodin mo a wo bo homodin se wo so obetimi de o niema akọ ewiase adwaman so. Akwaji sika ewo dwa no edwama so emu duro ewo value kese no ozu betime pia bebre na ba wukrom the more wu pia enkrofo sika kese ba wukrom no the more na ozu sika no enya ahoden and yebetime nya sa yedie no a age se ye exporto eniema in volumes na me kire se I say ye de nyama bebre no akọ ewiase adwama so koton ni age afofo sika aba ama yan yesika no enya animonyam na over the years if 1992 you were rolling some the trade liberalization by sa policy no ebe kele local industries sa policy no ebe ma unemployment ebe ye issue ewo mawe sa policy no ebe ma ye industries eguye omu sa trade liberalization no esan de ade bia frɛ no diversity implementation kan ho to your factories and ye wo nyina under that program ye tontone ema ene bia ye sorry dan sa no ma no to cut long story short no so two policies ima Ghana be over dependent on importation. Eti ye import more than we export. And ekobasa na the pressure abeto foreign currency na the importation so. And over the years foreign direct investment so e ba Ghana no. Dodo na ba be retailing. Omuso enyem beton wa I have a hub to as a dumping place for other commodities produce outside the shores of Ghana. It amount also edema beguma ma yenkro for the foreign taste ye chase animal and we service providers so do na free outside and do sika ababegum and iska cedis omujini nyina no omo sa kutua dividend ama shareholders ne omo service omo loans a ombe nya dollar eti I say ya create an environment bi a the pressure be to dollar any pound so Ghana ti ama ye sidi no ebre bia na ne komu abu na aban we bae no wa create gold board no se ye ni ye beboa na emum yempe technology a ye betumi dia ye mine ni ye whilst we are creating gold board no nature say ye mankrofo rehemu se mudi gold ba aban beto e kwan be so no be fa nya gold ndi abra aban ye surface mining ne galamse ya ye say nsuo ne kwaye ya e di aban yi bomodian na technology a every parcel of land you bet me go deep surface deep mining there is shallow surface mining ye rare asasene ni kakra na ye sa asasene kosa but the same parcel of land we bet me 1,000 feet you go the all dan say ye be 5 feet near ya scatter asasene ni nyina emwa eti bomodene yenya technology say even if we are doing surface mining you bet me 1,000 feet ayi asa anwe wo ni nyina abasoro so that yen say asasene dodo dan say ye 5-6 feet na ye jaho na gold be that so form near called the next concession emwa ye kwan bia so enti yera mama se mutie mi a mo hwe eti gold board na aba no wa revoke o manu mo toto gold ye export na wo mo revoke um licenses jabana be set agencies a o mbe boa mo nya gold na sa gold no ko central government ne nsa na wa ye export eti what it means is say gold ananka hitherto a fine way in a smuggle manner at the other countries. If I stand to be corrected, but it say last previous years gold was not finding itself out of Ghana shores a core amanfo for no sika na nitibuo sika no na ebro $7 billion. Meanwhile yanama IMF ne pay $3 billion. E dey mama say no gold no me ame be hwe ma ye export no say a program no as far as I am concerned and I know no say it me ye what it means ni say ono to gold no de call abrochi obeto gold ni in cedis e okruma do de call abrochi koton $1 no a na enya more dollars because we are going to channel the export through one central bank. And what it means is say you benya more gold aye export hither to na kaya ye small girl no now ba be fa kwampapa so akodi aban nsem ti aban export gold no a obenya more foreign currency it your debt service any so your imports any skanka you best struggle wa hansan ya no yenya no I think sa gold chunk of gold na ye ba export no ebe ma yenya foreign currency wa bucha e betimi de betua debt services ne other payments and kahida to betua no through central bank e wa no
but for ebinom so can refer to remittances sika ya eba oman for mo amono ne o de ba oman others are also thinking it may be from the IMF support. I don't know say when is afo no so ya adwene a wofa
I'm a sick idea, say backroom, I channel to me no says because Malcolm nominate other foreign companies say, wow, we are retailing. So, more got that cities, no got so more $2, $300 million now. IMF for the ban. Just a drop in the ocean. And come baby, but say the regular shipment, I ever be gold mono. I know now, ever back in the city. Krobia wadi ye bia uskase mu or will be a back in sika no the only source of ahwonde ebenya dia back city no gold because gold no we have them in abundance and if we concentrate na yetimi ma enema nyina da na kwam yie na yi smuggling no efro se na so mkochichi India ni betra kuma no da hotel okuta over $10 million no to gold no find way after airport immigration na o the gold no ko wa bra ba no kra hu fa so bia it gold board no ya de papa just like cocoa board mu solely buying cocoa sa pepe na gold board no ba in adwuma na the idea your friends institutional the fish for
fish solutions
me pese seed be too strong
Adenti.
I was say hedge no e kodru baby. Unsa China deliberate no sheda no mu muska no ya. And we concentrate on industrialization. Eti China at the technology ni nyama industries production more was umuska no more. It is all the dollar free ukrom e kodu China na kodu China sika no a. Unya China sika no be timidi to nyama mo ni jikasa China na mafo. Yama depreciation na cost no dollar mu depreciate no. Say ya bedroom rebi no made in Ghana nyama any attractive to international market.
Really?
Yes, say Nigeria ni ba no the dollar ba. Everyone say Nigeria ni ba Ghana no be to cocoa bottle ba ko a. Ebia oba cocoa bottle ba ko no 6,000. 6,000 no or the $100 ni nya 6,000. The next time or day $100 be ba no be nya 5,000. You want to cocoa bag ni bi mu. Are you with me?
Did
Enti, I was no or at least a timber drew 1:10 crowd kayen hedgeno. It was a depreciation no so steep a bassa made in Ghana near Maso Bachelor.
And you won't support a call for single digits no won't support it.
No. Because on mine Yesika 70 big pa just say more export. Now more export no ye made in Ghana products to export. Some made in Ghana product na ye no. Say sika ko too strong go be the dollar bo benya keto abi. Obenya cedi keto abi. On timi nton yama dodo nkoni krom. E the Ghana market will not be attractive. Jama China ya attractive no. I'm talking to you as a businessman, a professional businessman. It is a uma osika no ya ekoye too strong. It na America for won chire omo no. At a point no mu labor kra no abaya expensive. It was so more relocate to industries. No more so many about America. And I China for so tap technology no. Umums kamu ye mre. I don't tap technology no. I've read a Trump when you who say, Uma jaja one say umu depend on Chinese products. It's that they in fact tariffs and Tosunian Brokumu. Now can some back a major industrialization. Yes, some for labor America. But I am too late for them. Because we are say and be a coso. It says no, you cheap labor. You so many raw materials. Gold cry again. Say your mama bet team no bet team as supermoa. Opportunity was a CR. I will say free JSS. You timid gold extraction mining. And what can I call them costume? How to take the gold out from the soil, how to do reclamation, and at the same time, I will say gold ornament production. School. Say, Usaka gold and Yamadudo send a bit in the eye. Near started provided opportunities so that anybody be able to me about one thing, a goldsmith for a professional one. Pakistan for Mugo, we can bring them in as expatriates to come and train people. Umube to me adapted a friend is saying gold ornament technology. O called Dubai no ma. Pakistan for Lugua, womuna so good man within 5 minutes. Obey change baby and in a man for A2. We want to see a queer Nimagana Jan and also gold production. Yes, school for no. A habit my bear hab. I will be able to me at Daniel or some Ghana compare gold chain, gold rings, whatever, every Ghana because Ghana then papa. Ghana for at me I could do Mpensenpensenmu. You better be no. Now Dubai for be 2 gold chains and rings wa. Now Cote d'Ivoire 4 bar, Niger 4 bar, Krobia bar. It you better be no be than $1 and in the pound air bag Ghana ha. Abe funny marco. A brave do some Mpensenpensenmu. Nature say, ya boy homo diama yen local raw materials no value addition abeye abesom boama yen.
Okay.
Eti the first of all canon it be possible because umu efshantakra mu say we are going to over depend on gold export. Ave be kwa do baby no na ya moon compound share how we can also support local industries now. You see the no too strong. Emma other nations are ahead dwadi won say mom tia bruchi kra no o ma start complaining say the way ense san ne kofom no o me the dollar ba munya cedis keto abi wonim de ye here paye a sustainable economic environment businesses can rely on it now. There are projections. Businessmen be here futuristic projections say the next 1 year dollar age 15 cedis and comma ejina ho etimi mikuta mobile phone and am yet transaction bia I can depend on a face value for CD dollar at this period. But se frustrating na koba kofom na kosra e ma yenya consistency in our projections and also affect our mind pricing yetia yetimi tinya maso.
Okay.
Ghana ha enipa dodo na every 1992 and you lose confidence in the city. It most Ghanaians do what I termed as forwarded pricing. I then consult 10 cities and no 15 cities. No making concession for depreciation. It is never a turn about the board. The tell boy then so no the forum and I say retailers no extra say and then make a turn a boy no say dollar no cost from me to me recover dollar na me koye investment wo mu no it is that I mean for bi muso 1.5 na me hwe me wono wa hedge ne niam no e wo dwama no so eti ema Ghana eniam abo koye den eti ewura mama nyame abo awo say obi abo abaso but pe ekwan bia obefa so a yebetimi enya a business environment very, very, very sustainable so that businesses can also rely on this and make projections and break even. Say, Omoton Yama. Say, Medema Nubisino. Among for pricing. Goods and services in this country, no. The service providers and also say, Bibiko, and so Sanoba for more. Once I say a kind and common count. MTN, this is the time I was almost said data ne rechargeable credit to 20 adeno. I was saying show sign say eba form. Yeah. Because it is African world no passion koko kumanse ni adeno. Pricing in and out return ticket me could do 3,200 me trouble akoda wa me 3,200. Ah.
It's 5,000.
2,300 per 1 week.
1 week. Woman say no more say dollar. Says a dollar number for more day. It must stand it so because GPL for crash so say 15% reduction by there. I was someone most more service providers no. Munina mo startima you say at least customers and consumers.
All right.
How
but I say, well, for Kwesi Odike and Yete and Kano, Francis Osei came through with this one from, on Facebook. I say, the British pound is very strong, yet people from all over the world do business with the UK. But lawyer,
can you say British pound?
Yeah.
Gold, they back British pound. British for gold, baby.
Yeah.
It's export, no. Yeah, the back city, no. A time is coming, I'll say your reserves in Bank of Ghana, and also you're considering your JP today. Celebrating for our house over 328 billion worth of gold in the go. Ghana now you need 10 kilograms crowd your reserves man. Let's just say your boss and
all right, but that's it. Lawyer, my member, you are a politician, and because you're a politician, I say, of a politician, but it sounds you're a businessman. It will say, or no, Casa as a businessman. But people are attributing this appreciation of the city to they are looking at the demand side, supply side. The government, on the other hand, is taking credit for Ahwadi and CDN. The opposition, more Kasa Afa, and Shishaya Mudigu, Quine so Ansana, move free Akonya. So now Fitch is projecting, say, by the end of the year, the city will end at 15 cities. Madam Brown, lawyer.
Medasipi, Mesa Minchia, Mebra Pegin, Odike. Na, Eneda Sona, one of yen. Embassy for Efia Vivian.
Okay.
Now I now would.
Oh wow.
Our friend Vim Lady Shata.
Wow.
Intimate man I would up.
Happy belated birthday.
And Alisa Siedu no some man happy birthday. And the monko ya yedi oye nkoma unhiade yebeka de yede amayosem. Because Urban Amembu ena ne ho sunsuando a onfa ho de political party A or B. Mana yeshusha ne de abakwan ye be fada omani bi die. Na omana ye team nipa wo no so won kwan wuchim na won bre. Enti se first nanka CD to dollar onambe 16 17 na in the onam 12 13 obi abeka de oye ade papa. Enti question ne de ehemfa na yifi a yebodru ehonum na abanhyehye na yebotum so yaye yedegu aponema dem ahoden na enda ye ka ho asem ho seed no obotum wagina debi amana meka ne de yansor keke ena yedru baby a yedru reasons are all lead to baby a in the dollar no wenya na ahoden no or your multiple reasons. Odikan na my brother Odike talk about the reserves, who gold reserve or guarantee what ability are able to make digwa. Ghana consistently better Bank of Ghana what's your reserves here 2.6 months import cover. And then better 2 months import cover. Consistently over years. Now you're now holding beyond and I'm 2.6 now 2 months import cover. Until last year, time now last 2 years, 2022. Yes, Musa na Oman Kona which na Ghana yerukum no. And yen vice president then our year in the former flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Or this suggestion de ma abane there. The way Anzamaroko no say yanhwene yan back yen currency no with yen gold reserves are a bribi budra o man no bobo egu yenti do intina we introduce gold for oil ne ma kwan ma Bank of Ghana wotum wototo gold in from the domestic market. It's from a consistent average of about 8.5 tons debia yede yen reserves no. By the end of December, now yen reserves now reach 30 point something tons of gold. In the IMF forward back review even afino, now yen reserves will rise from now IMF expected that yen bomb the 3 months of import cover. Now ye trim even 4 months of import cover because of the 30 tons of gold. Now, Asia America yekasi were in excess of 8,000 tons of gold or back $1. UK kita more than 2,000 tons of gold na or back $1. Yet to gold wa Ghana from Tanzania kwa Nkrumah numina woba. But yentumi ama yenenu ankokwa na ye fado ebeden ye be retain some of the gold near that build here. It's the dimension na obesi December no ena oma afi NDC for ba power no e won so oseda ka wotu weden wo kodo na wo boa na ye consolidate. Unfortunately men fa subo ne mbon, but as at April ending Bank of Ghana report in it there NDC as a government had added just about 0.7 tons of gold. It says you could do 30.8 tons of gold. Ono chere yen to gold because gold board in the bay no. Nesonation share ni there them gold for oil na MPP for we introduce no. This time we establish a whole board to the cocoa board or be deal directly with the gold. Not only oil. Or be deal with the gold industry. It's from January, February, March, April. gold nkotia gold board wato through PMMC and sana gold board oribano actually 7 tons 8 tons 9 tons as at April almost 20 tons of gold ono na wode work on what ton ro amanone na on my end so much dollars in return na YouTube ye de cushion yen city no it is city na wode na wa ba say ye koni na one ye because of already existing reserves are yenye as at the end of December, which I can dailies na my joy online. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has even acceded. Waja tumude yen reserves na ye wono wabwa ena ye tumi yenya dem city na hoden. But that is not enough. Your contractors who chrome hadeya abano on shaside urutia won. In fact, you pass a budget in March ending or Parliament. The whole of April and May, governments have not started buying from the market. It's government expenditure on shaside or rukosud. Ye yo nusufi honoma. Yempede bema excuses through Abiana America for na tariffs na no kika. But yema ye nenu ambra yen ansa yen kruna or ye Ghana nimno. The government is yet to also spend. Ena Ghana nankasa so ye ne hyehyɛ a ye di ye yen trading. Ebi na fetch da about one of the dollar no obe end at 15.5. It is in there no say dollar near 12. Na se obi ka kire de obe end at 15.5 or the panic river system nim.
Forwarded.
Et you know instead there ye benya gidi wo CD nim na ya sustain my ya hwede abakwa na obe fa dumpa nkobo ku form kakra or kobe 11 or kobe 10 not sure that at least ya recover from them hike na or back from $10 one 10 CD to $1 or kobe 16 you say ya back to that 17 ya back to them equilibrium no then we can begin to think obi the year 15.5 it is a ochena obi ohonum na onye na adwen there edia obi keep gold because of some of these projections it's not the panic harbor system nim it's people are not ready to release $1 or kita one whatever. I don't think they fetch one projection or medibey juma but or a good warning to us as a people they say yanshe ya yebotum yekodru honum. But yatoto yenenzama year, we should be able to stand firm and get the dollar down to even lower than 12. But the challenge in there, them 12.9, 12.4 now you can or your interbank exchange rate. Trading with the banks now or 12. Echo black market forex bureau, it is in excess of 13.5.
Yeah.
Again, you know, your challenge as a country, kwana ye fada ye trade in forex ukronim. Me onya Ghana and kaminim ikura bi sike bia epe bia enama no bi frefros ka kwa ho o say epe dollar brana mi mo. You will never see it in Dubai. Who be India, who be bia because ye boy system ni ma obi aton dollar.
You know why? The reason is in as much say free trade
free market
economy no I was say no every import must pass through the hands of the government so that the government can budget say tomatoes mema by minimum say enipa omuka tomato bakroma no e be $17 million annually shoe say it will quantum all the imports amount for Ediako IDF also be adding IDF ni yearly IDF comma Bank of Ghana say I feel better me cra 20 containers that 20 containers no and I'm about say no unko cra 20 containers ya ho be kire instead of 20 containers no ya mamu 10
why there a ban over time you take up those measures and you make sure that you be weed away this kind of black market economy so
the import
it's man me patch and there wafa metase man can metase eti oya ban na said it eti no man America ne there aban yen put in place them process na ye be check all of these mechanisms are obema trading in forex no obe pass through a regulated process.
It is aban una. Okay, I finish na menya 1 billion for imports. And also me bomb more than 3 billion export. It will be put to pressure on the government to also push the export drive.
All right.
All right. Eti baname me si do ne there. Say no sidi no. Ahode na abim. Ahode ni gina yen reserve ekwer. Ebien ye kwana abanansa or budget for ne expenditure lines.
Yes.
Ebasa yen forex trading in Ghana and Accra, so we need to regulate it and make sure that yen jama the black market to determine the forex, because Sankrofu would ebredeba na Sankrofu pesika na wunya traditional commercial banks na then they will now be running to the foreign
over.
You regulate imports now. Zama many kuta dollar. Me am a cranium man. Me here. It is the man
says Zama many or bus dollar.
Me person me can't find the first way you my free. Okuta dollar. Me mean $2 because bank of Ghana tria me import be lama me. It will okuta dollar just what the call bank. On your be on
okay.
Because someone will a abaya cover woman or regulate woman will be import a far through bank.
All right.
If you $1
over my lawyer and plus on fananunsi na
enti mede me bonetofa no mana me pede me Canada one oye as a country that we should give credit where credit is due. Yenja ye na manyosem na tembia no say okoye mahena na ye praise ye ho, but yempede ye be acknowledge some because effort na ye de build them reserve of about 30 tons of gold no reserve no or ye very 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 important and oye there ye be jatum dem na ame sabani take credit for the current state of the city na I why not? Also don't take the credit. So onya shrimpa ebeti was abano on for policy papa bia and fine shame and one why and whether you like it or not, as we speak now, the city has fallen.
Yes.
It's you know, yema abani taking the credit, but abane on kwa back no shede abadena osi ma yedru baby a yedru no abana mo na yebotra yebe sustain them fall of the dollar no na ya strength in the city. And then again oba market na yema dollar ni effect city to dollar effect no on show in krofu onkutukum. There's a call fuel price onkofum.
Yeah,
there's a call ediban nebo onkofum. There's a call cement and other commodities are yet on onkofum. There's a call guta or say they will make sure that in Crawford when you go away no pardon or say no kufu onya dema then banaye kanina ne hu ni faso ba the ordinary Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Dede kwaniye it is a businessman na dollar na fall to this level. Na say still an afe na ekran zamaba at a reduced rate. Na say at the goods neba. Na say still about bottom at the higher level na $8 from now. Then we are not being honest. I want to kalebuli is Nsem or the batity. We should not take advantage.
Okay.
No. Wafa meba. No. Ghanaian traders man America they also take advantage of the Ghanaian. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They kind of I call to the business community in there. Surprisingly, you are in a hurry to increase prices. The moment I don't know right, say, and the thing is so we cannot determine on I'm 13 in the was 14. Then immediately we begin to increase prices. Now we've had stability over a couple of weeks. Why they to me my price and then so no uncle from Kakana Ghana for yenya home faso.
All right.
It's a call for the business community, for government and everybody. The ordinary Ghanaian na okugoma otade se ekwana ekoto cement ekwana ekodi gwebia bibia to bia ne hu da sidi na hode na waba no ne hu won faso ode ma the ordinary Ghanaian. Then that is where we should.
Me da say lawyer Boamanyako, member of parliament Efia constituency any in Kano. This one says the depreciation of the dollar is meaningless until it is linked to the total reduction of goods and services. Kwesi Reynolds from Agona Odobin and Odiwe Ebaye. Anthony Nupenu, a regional organizer of the NDC, Greater Accra regional organizer of the NDC. Staffer radio also and presidential staffer, Greater Accra region.
Representing the president.
Yes.
Accra.
I tell you, he's a big man.
Congratulations.
Tony. Tony, good morning.
Morning, Apume.
Now we are doing it. I was over there.
Being from Chiamuso.
Right, into come on here,
I was just saying, Semba Kuim one in Namwa, hey, Ghana. Hey, na Sembi or
the Fitch Solutions
so on my dream on Muchre. Diamica Jose. Yeah, imperialists will say Africa per se, Jinan and Anzoa, and your model.
A common
they will throw in something to destabilize us right now. Nebanos also. Yankasa say yang kayan ambumpe, you see part of us siding with them and crash our own fortunes. Yes. I get him.
I think Tony, this is a fantastic remark, and I believe around the table. Satsuma can Ubiano and say these, foreign. To say almost Ghana for we are gaining certain stability into the bedroom. And now if you are a businessman, now it is our projection because say hey and then my man and hold them in and my main train now
my dear come quotation say at the end of the year no say na be kwadia and I mean so menton then the people suffer.
So it behoves on government to strengthen its grounds.
Yes.
Not on boosting our confidence in it. It's locals. And say, despite whatever Fitch or standard and poor throw out there, this is our direction. Say abanu to me the nyama way to one emma areshim. Yeah, local economy managers now. I think say we overcome these challenges because over time this is what is it. Been free agriculture sector. In it time we say the locals you are investing in poultry production and China see bird flu. Then your agriculture managers okay, and let's locally get medication to overcome it. The next movement is what? Kill all the best. Same as piggery production. At what point and Albania this local production ebe boost your economy, and the moment I will destroy that farm cover, no, the next thing is for the greedy ones to carry dollar, go and bring cancer infested chicken in yama, ne dia be good potano, na ni peri, ne ye kunya ho. And it's all about abino share to strengthen say ne ye wo 200,000 best production baby now you think I say bird flu area the solution should not be destroying that farm. The solution should be there immediate measures to make sure say are sustaining birds for consumption in this country rather than going to destroy them, go and dig a big hole, push all inside. Farmer also proper compensation mano until he goes out of business. This is what has killed our poultry farm cover, poultry industry, our livestock industry. Your kroma say an trade disease we crampo a friend is it marka on bakubi omu hinimu so nsuo na esi yenkum yen destroy omu. This is what has ama mene ye ni areshemu a yebeko into some of these yes. So and all these things add up to boost your local reserves because nkrofo sika ekoto ye muadi e de bakroma kotodwi cow head, cow tail, Are you getting me? Chicken. Pre-contre. Pig feet. All these things is a demand for foreign exchange. But when we boost it here, we are is part of the game. The next one is they'll be watching. Then agricultural produce now, Omayano, assume year locally. Then they'll throw in the next listing. Share Emra, Nanipa be bredi omu investment called mango production okroma. Mango.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you see some black pod disease.
Yeah, black pod, yes.
You mango plantation be bregu ye. And it is a who was scanners also me cotton machine kitibia be extraction mango no in Fabium. These are the bottlenecks we need to tighten as a government straight ahead. Yan tighten the gold will hold the reserves. But there are other fundamentals that must support it. Timidie, whatever success we are talking today, we need to strengthen it, we need to hold it well, and I believe it will give all of us relief. We don't need to be talking about some of these things over and over. Na sanya mani nyina sus jina enu na bani benya sika according to most of our situations are since you talk 2 hours na capital city eda epueni. I get me because most storm drains in timi nya sika ukọ hydro authority omeka say sika is somebody a holdy these storm drains no money bininti because yesika sem no engineer. So forest stability no, it has a lot of connection to building a sustainable country.
Yeah.
Enti media yebebo the current managers of the economy no yebebo mu abaso name bom chidom say adwempa omo no omo somua so that they can hold everybody to check. Abochi yenku omo business, but the proper regulation ebema going to that foreign exchange business no yefa to akwan mu so that yenhu obi ni nam kwan ho yes I have dollar here say chinipa no, because you must own an office registered under the laws before when you go to South Africa before best ska security checks are be come a local way you but security checks are be come and documentation so prove it just say you need that currency no a very regulated in the area na here in there ufa airporter because banks na kasa no uko the service they give you is not encouraging. A businessman would like to go to airport roundabout and go and take $1 than going to the bank. Now, who businessman says can I call you or do you know the next person watching you, following you to your house, it becomes an attack on your business and yourself. So implications also.
Okay.
Let's strengthen the regulations and make sure say nobody stands under a tree and change money.
Okay.
The person's office man, so that Mrs. Sahona bibi yemia metimi esi unipa no because maybe onu na alert you be no di mechi.
All right.
I get it.
Medase Anthony Nupe no Greater Accra Regional Organizer of the NDC and and Kana. Now this one, the issue of decongestion. Lawyer Mesha Sefrio Emra, the mayor of Accra, supported by the regional minister Etu Anamo, the first day of decongestion of the central business district of Accra. It is not the first time we are seeing something like this. My issue has always had to do with sustainability. How do we keep the streets of Accra cleared of traders? Yeah, one sign maybe. Like I don't know, constituency. I don't know. Say also issue with the congestion. With these traders are what Canada to even the middle of the road. And cars don't even have anywhere to drive. How do we sustain it? Now the Greater Accra Regional Minister is saying if you come back to the road to trade, you'll be fined 2,000 Ghana cedis. Is this sustainable, lawyer?
Medase. Odru Tembia na wa ma kasa nimpo why how. Because yehu bi ya ka ho asem aban foforo ba bia wa point mayor bia ne first agrudi my friend agrudi on the I'm going to make Accra the cleanest city. I'm going to make Makwala trade the scene now will be fikwem na cars ni na when you won free flow say ye pede ye de Makwala street in na ye de market ye declare the market na ye hu de ka anko it will be anko no nko digwa ho no ye mfa street ni na but say ya ja tum de ho ye kwan na ye makase mbese na why de ye jema nkrofo betina ka akwim na wodi digwa. In fact, in India, I'm coming from Abusukai. Baby, I Henry Quati, O2 in Crawford or Echo or Froden Abu Blushi. Yeah.
What's the
then the question, Wabu plywood that didn't the whole place has come back to market.
Yeah, back.
How are you come as a country? And I thought today there's going to be a plan to develop that area whether there would be ultra modern facility.
You think it's been idle for too long? What the watch?
No, but the thing is
the reason the people are back.
No, the people are back because we're doing there's a change. There's a change of government. And you know, ebia abano abanfoforo no abano wonya them AEO ye no one nko. But the places
but lawyer, to be fair, those people they've been there as far back as last year. No.
No. It started. I'm telling you, it started this year. Oh, my brother,
are you sure?
I'm telling you. I want to make gym.
I see.
I want to make a gym. Oh yeah, just a recent occurrence after January, and my brother is here. I'm not political, but on the decongestion issue, whereby the bill, the resources, the casa, the bear, but you need a political will to sustain them. And a young Ghana and a young Gen crew that this is how we want to develop. Is this the mayor's decision? Another or regional coordinating or a government decision that this is how we want to go? Because a mayor ne pede or fighting as army mayor. Margin na me pede mayor. Every beba obeka chene order from above.
Just like Henry Cote.
Yes, obeka chene order from above because one man Crawford said there or ye ono. But Oyada ye general as a national policy, another as a regional policy. It's regional coordinating headed by the regional minister would have gone into discussion. The mayor would have come to give them a plan on how he wants to do it. What will be the engagement with the stakeholders? About alternatives. Why are they there? Yeah, move on back into them. Honum na ba assurances here dem a wonde baby a wo digwa no. Yeah, ma ho kwan rebinum so won fa echi won konkopo baby wo ko digwa ma gomfo no won suffer. Then it becomes a sustainable fight. Enti say anya ne dem a only the mayor ne de wa sha say oh boja show. Oh, Baba, giddy. Within 6 months to 1 year, you go back to the same place. Back at the mayor no anka. Then we come back to square one. Mr. Onye ho no pe. The same thing na Kumasi KJT. The same problem is there. You can't move.
That's Kumasi mayor, the new mayor.
Also Bogo when we are.
No, but you know, sometimes I understand the frustration of these mayors, especially. But you know, sometimes you are tempted there. You act in a way people will even think, just like the mayor was threatening.
Entina me picking from the point there. On said that army mayor me fight. Or said that national call, but owned by the region, and then empowered to the local assembly. It is a local assembly actor or act with the full support of the region, with the full backing of the state. It's into my baby and quite reports and all make sure the Chadu chief of staff they call about the Wunje because you're in Crofa. So as a country, a him fan the epede why they epede yes say, and at the end of the day, about why a binu one the Banu street him. Then there's a disaster. There's no movement to any place because some of them now wabo temporary structures wakwanim. Eti ekwo makwala bubulushina even to drive through them.
No. Yeah.
But there are roads, clear built roads in there, so that a jabi no see another emergency ambulance bireba. Ambulance the pay or the fee law school on access because he have blocked road. So I will encourage the mayor make a change the washer say oye, but onya nankote neku or make sure the way they buy in from the very top so that a so hono one far order from above one farm where the man yini na oyekwa.
But that's it. Tony.
Well, that's it. Me say, abano ni swadi. Me say, be make sure say, mra ewo local governance any the various sectors no ebe ejuma. Enye obia ni taye say anka onu so ba be sini dwawo ekwan mu, but lack of access also contribute to it. And this government is focused on making sure, say, one, roads are not meant for hawking or trading. A shenkafo, space. And obi biara, whether you have access to a place to market or not, the next step is to look at the alternative. Now, most of these people are especially CMB honum, Ajikwano. They don't even live anywhere in Accra. Some people come as far as in Sawam. Adesu.
Yeah. Kaswa,
Bujumbura, Mechi honum. No, abe invade car space. And they all contribute to traffic on our roads. And a lot of assessment. And they will say no. Shenkafono bre because from Farisco, I could do police regional headquarters. Sometimes it made 4 hours. Ufu enyinashi. And we don't trade in a space like that. And in ya shasi no enye enkoye 9-day wonder. Ade person ye free the major roads are nkrofo agi se omu ye omu hawking omu trading when we are watching ifi ubebi now they are see pavement so eton it doesn't make sense maybe onu ya watching no face one besia abesi pavement and kwan so na oton so kita brazier na niam bi na we are no dey say ka about me twe ho but omo agi kwan no with tables omo dey no go area. Then the next is to have records of all these people. Then you who the various assemblies are betting creative space for trading. No more.
Tony, are we looking at the creation of satellite markets?
That's what I'm saying. So, satellite markets are created in district assemblies. It is a new space war adenta. Ne creative satellite market. Now, yes, also nobody have taken you out of business. We are taking you out of business because the street of Accra, CBD there, is no go area. Go to that satellite market. So, wait me fee, Bujumbura, Aba, Okanshin, Street 2. You can equally go to that satellite market in Adenta and go and trade there. Are you getting me?
Yes.
When we say, President Hana, a January, no. Yes, sir, yes, Sonia Ma. Ekunyeno yani yeso sonia mano so enti mimi wa he we a party ni na ofre me say I won't mind where you are is when we're campaigning, we didn't tell you say bad. You be for also say G quite important. Also, I will advise you and equally facilitate a satellite space for you. One call on off say any day ube asu brachere that will be the abashua. Remember catch me say your human rights have been invaded. So I kasa na account man. Human enjoy and then me ban matise o say bright appear said immigration for juma no mo ya no.
Yeah, I mean it's on the
front we are na man school basic schools are pro. This attitude of these NGOs. This attitude of these NGOs. And now my basic school as pro and then akora kito atimi di teacher temo because child right that catch you say the child has a right. Which right? Who the akora school say yentin no no be akọ for me NGO nyesi ke bi fin crofo bi ho and manipulating our minds and our listening. Everything is about somebody's right. Who's who right? Esi uhuni anu a obi su dey free honum. But we only talk about say Jadini na ono akọ ji kwantempo na ehyenkafo enya kwan twika who pedestrian crampo ubebi yourself unya no say yi Jadini na ono all right but who pedestrian only right. Car owner no and I say car conductor no only right. When we don't straighten some of these things, we will have some of these organizations misleading us and always enjoying some money from some organization that we don't know their source of money and creating problem for us. And for me, I fully support the chief executives of Clote Kole and AME teaming up with the backing of the Regional Coordinating Council and the Chief of Staff Office to make sure we rid off the streets of Accra of hawking and selling. Then they will take steps to make sure someone teaming up with almost sister assemblies, no more developing satellite markets to get them in there. All assemblies are going to embark on this exercise to make sure we call dummy a railway crossing Honoma.
Yeah.
Look at the number of hours you spend there. Enti Edmond Agbo said you man esiweni. Then we make sure said you are improving the access roads because some of the traffic is about the kind of portals are developing within some sections.
Yeah, that slows the vehicles.
Rapid improvement.
Yeah.
To make sure say you take it off that challenge. Na yenyina yetimi ehin look. Ekro in neman kitin eboa ye can't come. The Ghanaian voter doesn't want any huge support from government too. Little support, then you are okay. Enti kakra ebe ya ebe make sure say the people are happy and comfortable, so that the few who will grumble, they will continue to grumble. You don't expect 100%, but make sure majority are relieved of any challenge.
Yeah.
And the few really ones should continue talking.
All right.
And will improve our better lives.
But that's it. Anthony Nupenu and Yeten and Kano Wisdom Jan on Facebook said, so what happens after creating the satellite markets for them and you see another person selling on the road again? What are you going to do? And that is another concern because you see satellite people will come back on the road and then the others market one will be tempted. So any go back to Tony.
A challenge, a challenge. Say the more you create a space, the more population continues to grow, and the people continue to migrate from other regions into Accra. Obiafo say me back Accra and Menya. So where you are, the street is empty. You don't leave it empty. There are employee task force our assemblies, to make sure say they direct and make sure be back and now task force no genius canal woman is on my say yetimi etwaso task force for now encourage some of the nuances in our cities. Fabra
because minister say you be fine 2,000 task force because so me 300 and 400
exactly. So check and balance and monitoring evaluation must be enhanced to make sure say obia ye nejuma pepe to make sure that sometimes ubeju say task force ni chief director not office no or benefit planning officer no a benefit. So it's a connectivity of criminal minds and a creative problem in our society.
Okay, that's it. Wafa.
The governance architecture and a top bottom approach system. And just say, I didn't know could presidency. So I say a proper constitutional reviewer. I will say a define your local governance architecture. Uka mi buku ye I will say assemblyman as a unit committee and probably or hina or I also want a formal nucleus governance base. Woman a form for you modia because they are the last leg of our development. But in Ghana, the architecture no akofri sro na aba form. Etiama eni ntimi nko form ho. Ebe hang baabi a na form no aye srada ne da ho. Eti my year a local governance architecture bi wo me book mu. Mo kenkan a mo bete enema bi ase. Assembly members any unit committee any krumo hino also munya administrative office ewo empotam ho na ye ma mu tumi a eye tumi a ye strong ye tuo mu kaye this body even ADR kra no I will say this powers be ma wo mu form not only to prosecute but to set charge Mpensenpensenmu bokru ndin omukra sawo lawyers ne ye mo back wo di asem every month e won tem ho e bia family issues land issues minor issues wo matimi yes settle ho eti I will see a better strong assembly concept assembly member now head no even oba be ye adoring bibia also kwaje permit if you more every activity building permit I was so many initiate the processes when was I say open so they have to ensure say a waterways and answer water waste because they are the women community no and women baby and so chifa any when they are giving the powers and the support and the legitimacy a form of your modia. Even Ufri baby crab if you be more better Srawunia. Also, you under call report to my assembly member say, Minia will free go 1 hour, but will be 3 days. It won't and tell me honor. Na yenya bylaw so communal labor na be adwuma because how come say assembly members so but obi atim be open work no women police e bibia wo ha ya mandate to so mo reform o etu bibia do ne mabesie no women nam temo every day with their task force da bia etu woman authority won't me ho you can't obi kura who death certificate also an initiative process because woman na enim sa papa we na tia no wu obi wa also an initiative process na ye ne sa then we are building the nation from bottom up. Yeah, by the up bottom, and no problem. Now the no enkusi. In any case, apart from me book himudi, you can satellite market. Satellite market any the idea. Say yes, see jawo ye krona no sebeya umom tete those enclave ne periphery no umbetime didwa ho but I was abane bo wo because you create satellite market here advert and me sa propose rotational markets sebia ene yedika so adwa abane the advert ahyem obia because mo street mu obia no wa permanent structure bia wo mu nyina e bodwa fo it is a creative avenue say na e brother yedika so adwa it obia mfre ni nkire ka so akobo ne ma donkomi ho echna ye didwa wo ebia Madina the next day ye didwa wa eba saa obi kura woni permanent you no benya o man ne otanka ma no koka so okoton ne ma wi anu abeda echna ma so ro ko Madina okoton ne ma wi anu abeda ade echna ye se ha okoto nyama wia no abeda ebeboa ma say rotational marketing is very important. You just aban bem no de advertising nyama eboa say ye boda wuro say ne branda bia ye di madina dwa etumo amtonton nyama wo kwa ho ya create satellite market o madina branda ho ne ye di dwa no etu bia anko ho e bas go kuma so me kai na crofro market no empabo afo ne wo ho e bas so musi market no e be ye issue kese but o mko pay moro market e chichiri ba bi ma wo mo ana wo ya advert ma wo mo afi ho be ye mpabo hab to obi epempabo ha no ko ena am no ka say o ka so ko yo ma firi wo ko mo mpene but before no na yet say yetiti kwam na tonton ba ye group wo mu nyina do mu ko say ha na mpaboafo ewo en obi ama no so me ko moro market obi timi free adweso was me ko pempabo me ko moro market ba 5 am no gina ho obeba na ba sina ba mu hwehwe mpaboa no na obi ato ne dia eyi o ma free street mu kro from wo nya nsidwa no kra nwi ba me nya so mu si wie kra wo mu be free wa moro market wa ba eti assembly no commitment and Sunday street market so yeah equally good me a businessman sebia baby on umuti e fro say CMB hono
yeah
e bet my emra say every Sunday every 1 p.m. ya block street ya dia madwadefo no mu emu mu ma don komi to ni apon so le free you yes say a Sunday street market obi anko digwa ho eti omko chi market ni nyina awia Sunday ma pon so metuma be hwedwa ni ya makomotes ne eyifo ni na say Sunday de ya dia mo so mo niema don komi sabre no commercial stores ni nyina so me ya adwuma ko so ma obi akọ ni eja ho na ma wo mo ukọ Holland bi o French street market Sundays no mu bie ye block street ni dia ma no so edi omda because o mu ye enuanom yeah, cause you my free street no. We must provide an alternative.
Okay.
Bebo am so sa ko ma no. That's what be the arewa kotena fie no akosu. Sa guaba no so ana arewa kan so I was say to me innovative.
All right.
In such a way say you my friend they will be happy. Say mono market for me are happy. But you to na ed ne. But say so cause ko you my afri e wa ko be before cry they won't agree.
All right.
It didn't depend modus of operandi ye ben ba ke betimi e de emu bi na mabobo so no.
Okay.
Again, you mama say obeso creating new administrative capital ema the whole nation city very good. I was saying na etanachi or you are coming come you free Cape Coast na ba Accra so say you person your facelift Accra I just say move activities no do na free Accra ko a new city o said the Nigeria for a year free Lagos e de ko Abuja no Cote d'Ivoire for a year free
okay.
Abidjan e ko ya Mosokro uko Togo a mu year free akọ Ramakara and you see when it comes to attack from any external aggression ukro no capital no wompoano a ye mbetima say kro no Israeli and we have to move it from Accra to the center of the nation. Then we create administrative capital. Now Accra be commercial capital.
All right.
It is activities in be called administrative war. Then we can construct storm drains and yama periodic flooding.
Over medase me wa fakwesa de odike na yete ne nkano Anthony Nukpe no Greater Accra Regional Organizer of the NDC and also the Greater Accra Regional Staffer.
Urban planners ni hydrophone nyina say pese ye target and treat the cause of our perennial flooding. Ya kan omunya ho hwe omo amusi dan o Ebri Mountain so no they are the biggest challenge to Accra today. If we don't face off that thing nnuane ye yi o ho nyina no eno ni because insuo no enya talk Accra o esro no mo a the speed I did sunny
it's true.
If you don't look at it like that.
Lawyer Buamanyako, Honorable Lawyer Buamanyako, a member of Parliament, a fair constituency. Medini Chief Jerry Fortson, OPD is up next with the mid-morning show. Yes.